That is main. That is the main difference between the generator and motor. Generator is nothing but supply is given to the load, but motor is nothing but supply is taken by the load. And this is the field current. This is the field current, right? So now definition is nothing but whose field winding is excited from separate source is called separate like generator. Now equations, voltage current equations, voltage current relationship or voltage current equations, whatever it may be. So from the diagram, IA, look at the picture, all of you. IA is equal to IL, right? IA is flowing like this, and IL also is flowing like this. So both are same. Both are same. IA is equal to IL. So from the diagram, IA is equal to IL, right? Now apply the KVL to the this equation, generator equation. So voltage EG is equal to terminal voltage VT plus IARA. That is nothing but so బాబు మీకు దండం రా నాయన. So please don't preserve these all slides. Just listen and look at the your phone only. Don't move. Time waste only. So look at apply the from the diagram IA is equal to IL, right? And apply the KVL minus plus, right? Minus EG plus IARA plus here voltage plus V. So minus EG plus IARA plus V equal to 0. Therefore EG is equal to V plus IARA. EG is equal to V plus IARA plus so brush contact drop. I am not mentioning here plus BD is there. Why? Because here brushes are there. So every brush 1 volt is error, 1 volt is there. So that's why 1 volt drop is there. That's why you have to add brush drop also. Voltage equation EG is equal to VT plus IRA plus brush contact drop. From this terminal voltage V is equal to EG minus IRA minus BT. And power generated. This is a generator. Where power will be generated? In the armature itself, not in the load, right? Power generated in the sense EG into IA. And power delivered VT into IL or V into IL. So like that we have to first draw the circuit diagram and then define the type of generator and then write the voltage equations. That's enough. Suppose the given problem we are utilizing these equations and we can find out the problem also easily. Next one, shunt generator. That is nothing but self-excited generators. Self-excited means whose field winding is excited by itself, not by external source. So field winding is excited by external source in the sense that is the separately excited DC generator. Now coming to the self-excited means whose field winding is excited by itself is called self-excited DC generators. So according to the connection of field winding, shunt series, so broadly classified into DC shunt, DC series, DC compound. Now coming to the first DC shunt, most important one. So you have to define, you have to draw the diagram. So this is a generator and EG, IA will be going, but now a field is connected across the generator. So because of this only you can call it as shunt generator. A field winding is connected parallel to the armature winding. Such type of generator is called DC shunt generator. A field winding is connected in parallel to the armature. Is called such type of generator is called DC shunt generator. So now, so before one separately exit there is no field. Field is separately. That's why IA is equal to IL. But here internal IA, the IA will be coming like this. Coming IA will be distributed like this. IA is equal to IL plus ISH. So incoming current is equal to outgoing currents, right? Kirchhoff current law. Incoming current, we have to assume this is a node. Incoming current equal to sum of two outgoing currents, that is IA is equal to IL plus ISH, where IL is the load current, ISH is the field current, right? Now write the voltage equation. On what, how can you find out the ISH? ISH is nothing but, so current flowing through the field winding, right? And here resistance will be there. To find the current, it means voltage and resistance will be available. Voltage means in a parallel circuit voltage must be same. Here V is load voltage, that must be equal to the shunt field voltage also. Therefore we know the voltage, we know the resistance. ISH is equal to V by RSH, right? Now write the equation, voltage equation, as usual. So EG is equal to IARA plus V, IARA plus V. Some of the members may confuse. So here ISH is also there, sir. How can you write? ISH will be included in IA, right? IA is nothing but ISH plus IL. That's why EG is equal to IARA plus V. IA means IL plus ISH. ISH means V by RSH. As usual, power generated. Power, where the power will be generated? Power will be generated in the armature itself. Armature voltage EG, armature current IA. That's why power generated is equal to EG into IA. Power developed is V into IL. ఎవరు
మీ వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే అమ్మా, ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందా?
మధ్య మధ్యలో కట్ అయిపోతుంది సార్ మీ వాయిస్.
అంటే అది మీ ఇంటర్నెట్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుందమ్మా. అంటే సరే, మీకు మీకు ప్రాబ్లం అయినప్పుడు కొంచెం నాకు చెప్పండి అమ్మా, నేను మళ్ళీ సరి చేస్తాను. ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా? ఓకే, రైట్. Shunt generator in the sense a field winding is connected parallel to the armature winding. So such type of generator is called DC shunt generator. And we can look at the turns. Shunt winding has many number of turns, more number of turns. That's why RSH value is very high. It may be 100 to 300 ohms in general. Whereas resistance is high means what about current? Current is low. ISH is value is low, RSH value is high. So shunt winding has many turns of thin wire having high resistance. Therefore only a part of armature current flowing through the shunt field winding. Remaining current will flowing through the load circuit. Some part of current will flowing, small amount of current will flowing the field winding. Remaining current will be flowing to the load circuit, right? So this is the voltage equations of a DC shunt generator. Now go for the series generator. Look at the picture. So before one shunt generator, field winding is connected across the armature, but field winding is connected series the armature. A field winding is connected in series with the armature. Such type of generator is called DC series generator, right? A field winding is connected in series with the DC generator, armature. So such type of generator is called, so this is series generator. So that means we can look at the picture. IA is flowing to the ISC. Here RSC is nothing but ISC is also there, right? ISC and IL all are in series. IA, ISC, IL. So that is nothing but series means currents are same. IA equal to ISC equal to IL. From the diagram, IA is equal to ISC is equal to IL. ISC is nothing but field series field current and RS is series field resistance. Now write the voltage equation. Apply KVL in a loop. E minus EG plus IARA. IA, here IA is there and RA armature resistance. IARA internally is there armature resistance. IARA plus ISC RSC. So current is same but resistance is different. Series field resistance is different. That's why minus EG plus IARA plus ISC RSC plus V equal to 0. So therefore EG is equal to V plus IARA plus ISC RSC. Why I am putting IA again? Why? Because ISC is also equal to IA. So that's why take a common factor of IA. EG is equal to V plus IA into RA plus RSC. That is the voltage equation, the EMF generated equation of a this is series generator. Power developed, power generated as usual. Where power generated? Armature itself. Armature voltage multiplied by armature current. Power delivered, voltage multiplied by load current. And look at the winding, field winding. Field winding having uh, small number of small number of turns, whereas shunt field winding having many number of turns with thin wire. That's why resistance RSH is very high, 100 to 300 ohms. But coming to the series field resistance number of turns is less and it is made up of a thick wire. That's why resistance of series is very low, less than 1 ohm, or it may be 1 to 5 ohms like that. సో మీరెవరో ఏదో చేస్తున్నారండి, మీరెవరో మూవ్ చేస్తున్నారు. So series field winding designed with a few number of turns with a thick wire having a low resistance, whereas shunt field winding is made up of many number of turns with thin wires and having a high resistance. Next, compound generator. Generally shunt generator is nothing but if a field winding is connected across the armature. Series means a field winding is connected in series with the armature. Now compound means so both.
సార్ వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందమ్మా?
వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది.
ఇప్పుడు కూడా బ్రేక్ అవుతుందా?
అవును సార్.
సార్ గాలి శబ్దం వస్తుంది
వాయిస్
సార్.
బ్రేక్
వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతా గాలి శబ్దం వస్తుంది సార్ బాగా.
నా దగ్గర అయితే లేదమ్మా, ఎందుకంటే నేను రూమ్ లో ఉన్నానమ్మా. కంప్లీట్ నేను క్లోజ్ చేసుకొని రూమ్ లో ఉన్నా, మిషన్స్ ల్యాబ్ లో. రిమైనింగ్ పర్సన్స్ కూడా అట్లా అంతేనా? 39 మెంబర్స్, ఈరోజు 39 మెంబర్స్ జాయిన్ అయ్యారు.
సార్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది సార్ కొంచెం వాయిస్.
ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందా నా మాట ఏమన్నా?
బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది సార్.
లేదు సార్ అసలు రావట్లేదు సార్. అవును సార్, లాగ్ అవుతానే ఉంది.
ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందమ్మా? అమ్మా ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందా?
కట్ అవుతానే ఉంది సార్.
గాలి శబ్దం వస్తుంది సార్.
సార్ గాలి శబ్దం వస్తుందని
బాబు ఇక్కడ
వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది, గాలి శబ్దం వస్తుంది సార్. లేదు సార్ వినిపించలేదు సార్ అసలు వినిపించట్లా
ఇప్పుడు
లే
ఎప్పుడమ్మా వినిపిస్తుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే రైట్. సో నెక్స్ట్ కాంపౌండ్ జనరేటర్, combination of series and shunt. Suppose we are go for the long shunt, total winding, that means that is nothing but shunt field winding is connected in parallel with the combination of series field and shunt field and armature. Look at the long shunt. Shunt field winding is connected in parallel to the combination of series field and armature. So that type of generator is called DC long shunt generator. Suppose the shunt field winding is connected only across the shunt field winding is connected across only armature, not for series field. So series field is accepted. That type of generator is called shunt generator, shunt compound, short shunt compound generator. So a field winding is connected across a combination of series and armature is called long shunt compound generator. A shunt field is connected only across the armature but not series field, that is called short shunt compound generator. So and look at the equations. Babu, Komala, unmute your audio. Look at the long shunt compound generator. So here IA and here ISC both are same. Why? Because IA here produced, after it will be traveling like this, IA is equal to ISC, right? And these two must be distributed, IL plus ISH. IA is equal to ISC and IA is equal to IL plus ISH. As usual, ISH is nothing but V by RSH. There is no change. Now write the voltage equation. What is the voltage equation of a shunt generator? EG is equal to VT plus IARA plus breast drop, right? But here extra one turn is there, one extra drop, that is ISC RSC, otherwise IARSC. So EG is equal to VT plus IARA plus ISC RSC plus breast drop. And power developed is EG into IA, power generated. Power developed is nothing but V into IL. Coming to the short shunt compound generator, shunt field winding is connected parallel with the armature winding only. Shunt field winding is connected parallel with the armature winding only. So the type of generator is called short shunt compound generator, right? Coming to the equations, here there is no inclusion of series. That's why IA will be distributed as ISH plus IL, but IL is equal to ISC here. Long shunt IA is equal to ISC, but short shunt ISC is equal to IL. But IA is equal to IL plus ISH as usual. But coming to the here ISH is nothing. ISH is nothing but V by RSH generally. But extra drop is available here. That is ISH is equal to V plus ISC RSC by RSH. That is the only difference. Voltage equations all are same. Only short shunt generator will be somewhat different, right? So these are the types of generators. And look at the equations comparison. EG is equal to V plus IRA plus ISC RSC. In short shunt, VG is equal to V plus IARA plus ISC RSC plus BD. What is the difference in between these two generators is nothing but only ISH. Here ISH is equal to V plus ISC RSC by RSH. Here as usual V by RSH. That is the only difference. So look at the problems. A 4-pole long shunt lap wound generator supplies a 25 kilowatt at terminal voltage. Terminal voltage of 500 volts. The series field, shunt field, armature resistance are. So starting a మీకు ఈ ప్రాబ్లం వద్దు ఎందుకంటే లాంగ్ షంట్ ప్రాబ్లం అయినా నో ప్రాబ్లం చెప్తాను ఓకే 25 kilowatt and series field, shunt field, armature resistance are 0.04, 200 ohm and 0.03 ohm contact drop per brush. Contact drop per brush is 1 volt. For each brush 1 volt. Armature reaction may be ignored. Determine the EMF generated and also calculate the number of conductors if the speed is 1200 rpm. Flux per pole is 0.02 Weber. Right? So it is a note down the given data. Number of poles P is equal to 4 and power, load power, that is PL is equal to 25 kilowatt, that is equal to 25 into 10 cube watt. Terminal voltage V 500 volts and brush voltage VB, can write V suffix B, brush volt. Generally they given 1 volt for brush. In every armature 2 brushes are there, that's why 2 into 1 that is equal to 2 volts. VB is equal to 2 into 1 that is equal to 2 volts. Now write the RSH, series field resistance 0.04 ohm. Sorry, series field RSC is equal to 0.04 ohm. RSH is equal to 200 ohm and RA is equal to 0.03 ohm, right? So already in theory I can explain shunt field resistance is high, that is 100 to 300. Series field is low, that is less than 1 ohm, right? So like that. And determine the EMF generated. Determine the EMF generated. Just look at the long shunt diagram. So this is the long shunt diagram, right? So you have to draw this diagram. For this problem you have to draw this problem, right? From the diagram IA is equal to ISC, that is equal to IL plus ISH, right? But ISH is equal to V by RSH. What is the V value? 500. What is the RSH value? 200. 500 by 200, 5 by 2, that is 2.5 amperes. ISH is equal to 2.5 amperes, right? Are you note down or not? Next, determine the IA. IA is equal to IL plus ISH. We know the ISH value 2.5, but we don't know IL value. For that, they given power P is equal to 25 kilowatt, 25 into 10 cube kilowatt, right? So 25 into 10 cube kilowatt. So how can you find out the current from the power? Power is equal to V into IL, right? Power delivered PL is equal to V into IL. So from that equation, IL is equal to P by V. P 25 into 10 cube divided by V 500. So what is that value? So 25 into 10 cube by 500. I don't know exact value. So it is 50 amperes, right? 50 amperes. IL is equal to 50 amperes. ISH is equal to 2.5 amperes. Therefore, IA is equal to IL plus ISH. So 50 plus 2.5, that is equal to, so 52.5 amperes. Now write the EMF generator as usual. So this is the EMF equation, right? For long shunt, we know the terminal voltage 500. We know the IA 52.5. We know the RA 0.04, 0.03 I think, plus ISE. ISE is nothing but as usual IA is equal to ISE, right? So the 52.5 and RSC given value, breast drop plus 2, and we are getting 1 volt. So right, after then they find out, after finding the EMF, calculate the number of conductors, Z value. The speed is 1200, flux is 0.02. We know that Eg is equal to pi Zn by 60 into P by A. So EMF is already you have determined, that is Eg is equal to pi 0.02. Z you have to determine N 1200 divided by 60 into P, number of poles 4. It is a lap, and again A is also P, 4 by 4. So, and we are getting the flux value. Like that, we have to determine the EMF generated, and also they are asking flux per pole. So first problem is very, very important. So many times they are asking not exact this problem, values are changing. Sometimes they are asking 200 volts. So a 4-pole lap pole generator supplies 10 kilowatt. 10 kilowatt terminal voltage of 200 volts, and series field, shunt field, armature resistances are 1 ohm, 100 ohms and 0.1 ohm, right? It delivers a load of 4 kilowatt, not 10 kilowatt, delivers a load of 4 kilowatt and allowing 1 volt for breast drop. Calculate the generated EMF and flux per pole. Easily determined, same ditto problem, right? First of all, you have to write down the all given data, and just we know the formulas for particular generator. To solve these problems, there is nothing but types of generators problems. Diagram is necessary. When you have to draw the diagram, you don't remember the equations. Don't by heart the equations. Just from the diagram, you can easily find determine the formula also. Just to learn how to draw a generator equation. Just armature and load is always same for all generators. Field only, it is parallel, shunt, series. So both long or short, like that. Like that you have to determine, all of you. So suppose second problem also, just you have to solve, note down second problem also. A DC shunt generator supplying a load connected to bus bar voltage of 220 volts. Armature resistance of 0.025 ohms. Field resistance of 110 ohm. Calculate the value of load current and load power when it generates an EMF of 230 volts. Neglect the effect of armature reaction. So it is an easy problem. They given directly generated EMF EG 230 volts. They given terminal voltage V 220 volts, right? Note down the given data. V is equal to 220 volts. EG is equal to 230 volts. RA 0.025 ohms. RSH 110 ohm, right? Now determine the current. You have to determine the load current, not armature current. Determine the load current. To find out the load current, we know the armature current. So right, from the shunt generator diagram. So back to slides. So look at the like this. So they given easy value, right? They given V value. Determine the IL value, determine the power. That is the asking. So voltage equation. First of all, go for, calculate the IA, right? ISH is equal to V by RSH. ISH is equal to V by RSH. V is 220 volts, right? V is 220 volts. V by RSH 110 volts. ISH is equal to V by RSH, that is 220 volts by 110 ohms. So that is equal to 2 amperes. 2 amperes. ISH is equal to 2 amperes, right? Therefore, substitute all these values in equation. EG is equal to V plus IRA plus brush drop. EG 230 is equal to V 220 plus IA we don't know. RA value is 0.025 plus BD they given or not given. Brush resistance they don't given, right? Suppose they don't given brush drop or brush contact drop or brush voltage, simply neglect 0. Therefore 230 is equal to 220 plus IA into 0.025. From that we have to find out IA value. So then after finding the IA, already you have to find out ISH 2.5, sorry 2 amperes. Therefore IL is equal to IA minus ISH. After finding the IL value, PL is equal to VL into IL. After finding the IL value, power developed P is equal to V into IL. Like that, you have to easily determine the values. And the third problem also similar, but determine both long shunt and short shunt. Both long shunt and short shunt. So like that, this is also you have to done easily. So this is types of generators is the today class. And is there any doubts? Please ask to me.